In the Grand Library of Raya Lucaria Academy, there is a woman who still holds an amber egg. She sits in the center of the library's upper hall, surrounded by the floating books of scholars, who have long since stopped caring whether she lives or dies. She has been holding the egg for centuries. Her name is Rennala, Queen of the Full Moon, and the egg was given to her by a man named Radagon. The moment before he walked out of her life, forever, she has not put it down since. She uses it to rebirth broken things, small creatures, failed scholars. In an endless loop of grief she cannot stop. That detail matters, because it tells you what kind of man Radagon was before the Golden Order consumed him completely. He arrived in Liurnia at the head of a golden army, a champion of the Erdtree, sent to bring the Carian royal family under the rule of the Greater Will. Rennala's forces repelled him twice. The wars stalled into a stalemate, and then something unexpected happened. The champion of the Golden Order and the Queen of the Full Moon fell in love. They married. They had 3 children, Radagon, Ricard, and Ranni, and Radagon studied glintstone sorcery at the Academy of Raya Lucaria, learning the ways of the moon alongside the woman who had once been his enemy. Then the summons came from Leyndell, the royal capital. Queen Marika needed a new consort. Godfrey, the first Elden Lord, had been stripped of his grace and cast from the lands between. The seat beside the Erdtree throne was empty, and so Radagon, the same Radagon who had built a life in Liurnia, who had 3 children and a wife who loved him, left. He gave Rennala the amber egg, a great rune of the unborn, and walked away from the Academy of Raya Lucaria without looking back. Rennala's heart left with him. The scholars of the Academy watched their queen collapse into grief and realized she had never been the champion they believed her to be. They locked her in the Grand Library. She is still there, clutching the amber egg, trying endlessly to rebirth broken things. If you want to understand the people the Golden Order left behind, subscribe and stay with us. Radagon arrived in Leyndell and took his place as the second Elden Lord. He stood beneath the great golden branches of the Erdtree and married Marika the Eternal. 3 children from Liurnia became demigod stepchildren overnight, Radagon raising his army in Caelid, Ricard taking command of the volcano fortress of Mount Gelmir, Ranni retreating to the cold towers of Caria Manor. The new household of Leyndell looked nothing like a family. It looked like a collection of weapons. As Elden Lord, Radagon studied. The Radagon icon, a talisman bearing his image, records how he studied glintstone sorcery. As the husband of Rennala in Liurnia, and Golden Order incantations. As the husband of Marika in Leyndell, always striving, as the inscription reads, to be complete. 2 marriages, 2 disciplines. One being trying to master every form of power the lands between contained. Completeness was the one thing the Golden Order could never give him. And then the sculptor of Leyndell was commissioned to create a statue of Radagon for the royal capital. He carved the stone, and in the process of carving, he discovered the secret that would define everything. Radagon was Marika, the same being, split across 2 forms, 2 wills, 2 names. The god and the champion were one. The statue stands in Leyndell to this day, in the avenue balcony beneath the Erdtree. Anyone who stands before it and speaks the law of regression can read the truth carved into the stone. Radagon is Marika. What this means is that every choice Radagon made was also Marika's. He left Rennala because she called him back. He built a second dynasty inside her court. He wielded her golden authority as Elden Lord while she stood beside him as God. He raised children who would become instruments of war, Radagon holding the stars back in Caelid, so Ranni's magic would not fail. Millennia carrying the scarlet rot through every battle she fought in Marika's fractured realm. 2 names, 1 body, and within that body, increasingly, 2 different wills, one that believed in the Golden Order and one that had decided, quietly and irrevocably, that it needed to end. Marika's hammer is an item that survives the Shattering and can be found in the ruins of the Erdtree. Its description is precise. Queen Marika attempted to shatter the Elden Ring. Radagon tried to repair it. They used the same hammer. This is the crucial detail. In the moment that defined the entire history of the lands between, Marika and Radagon were fighting over control of a single body, trying to do opposite things with the same hands. She drove the hammer down. He tried to hold it back. She won. The Elden Ring broke apart into great runes and scattered across the realm, and the Shattering began, the war between demigods. That would leave Caelid a rotting wasteland. the academy of Raya Lucaria besieged by soldiers, and Leyndell itself choked in the ash of a dying age. As punishment, the Greater Will imprisoned Marika. Inside the Erdtree, Radagon was imprisoned alongside her, because Radagon is Marika, and there is no separating what the Greater Will had bound together. He spent what followed, trying to repair what she had broken. From inside a prison, neither of them could leave. In the roots beneath Leyndell, suspended in the amber interior of the Erdtree, Radagon hammered at the shattered pieces of the Elden Ring. The demigods outside were tearing the lands between apart. Radon and Millennia clashed in the Caelid wilds, until Millennia unleashed the Scarlet Rot and turned the entire region into a festering swamp. Rickard fed himself to the serpent god beneath Mount Gelmir. Morgott defended the gates of Leyndell alone, in the sewers beneath the city, hiding what he was, so the city would not reject him. Godric cowered in Stormvale Castle, and grafted the limbs of fallen warriors onto his own body just to feel powerful enough to survive. The age that Radagon had built as Elden Lord was consuming itself, and inside the Erdtree, he kept hammering. The Greater Will that had used him as a champion, that had summoned him away from Rennala and Raya Lucaria, that had made him Elden Lord, and then made him a prisoner, it offered no grace. Only the work remained. And the work was endless, because the Elden Ring could not be repaired from within. When the Tarnished finally burns through the thorns of the Erdtree and enters the capital at its core, they find Marika, hanging in chains at the base of the great golden tree. Her hair is golden, her body is broken in pieces, held together by the chains of the Greater Will's punishment. She has been suspended there since the Shattering, in the sealed heart of the Erdtree, waiting for something she had set in motion but could no longer control. Then the chains fall, and something changes. Her golden hair turns red, the deep red of Radagon, and the body that was Marika becomes Radagon one last time. He reaches for Marika's hammer, he fights, he loses. In his final moments, before the Elden Beast rises from his body to continue the battle, Radagon has done everything the Golden Order ever asked of him. He fought for the Erdtree in Liurnia. He left Rennala when summoned. He tried to stop the Shattering with the same hammer she used to cause it. He spent centuries attempting to repair it from inside a prison. He gave his last strength to fight the Tarnished sent to end the age of the Golden Order. The lands between remembers him as Marika's other half. The Academy of Raya Lucaria remembers him as the man who broke their queen. The Erdtree stands over the ash of Leyndell as a monument to everything he tried to preserve. The Elden Ring remembers nothing, because it was shattered. But Rennala, in the Grand Library, where the moonlight still falls through the cracked ceiling of Raya Lucaria, still holds the amber egg he left behind. The scholars who imprisoned her are still out there, somewhere in the Academy's hallways, serving a queen who no longer sees them. She has been trying to make it hatch for centuries. It never does. Because the thing inside it is not alive. It is a great rune, the power of rebirth, gifted to a woman who could not let go, by a man who could never come back. The egg is all that remains of what Radagon built in Liurnia, and Rennala holds it because it is the only part of him the Golden Order could not take away from her.